Hello and good morning friends, welcome to CEC EduSet live lecture. Dear friends, I would like to tell you all that today we are going to discuss on a very important topic, and the topic is reduction of waste in learning, role of ICTs in e-learning. Dear friends, I would like to tell you that for this topic, again with us, we have in our studios Dr. Umesh Arya. Dr. Arya is Associate Professor and Chairman in Advertising Management and Public Relations Department in Guru Jambeshwar University of Science and Technology. As well as he has authored a book titled Newspaper Vocabulary. He has contributed to 24 research publications, as well as I would like to tell you all that he has done his research in, his PhD in ICTs. He is a Google certified power searcher, as well as he himself has done almost 36 online courses, as well as generated 2 online courses. So I hope that under his able guidance today, we are going to get deep insight into the topic, that is role of ICTs in e-learning specifically. So first of all, I would like to welcome our guest, Dr. Arya. Dr. Arya, welcome to the EduSet lecture.
Thank you.
And as the topic itself suggests, when we talk about e-learning specifically, lots of thoughts come to our mind, because some of our students who are aware of e-learning, but some of the students who are not aware of e-learning, I hope that with the help of this lecture, they would be aware very soon.
Yeah, thanks Kritika. Yeah, hello friends. Today's topic of the lecture is very relevant one as far as the education is concerned in 21st century. Friends, as we are all aware that we are living in the information age, and this information age requires certain very new kind of specialized skills which are required to survive, and education is not an exception to that. You must be aware that scholars long ago, around in 1950s, they predicted that in this new information age, we would be dealing with new kind of issues, new kind of educational methodologies, and the information overload would be there, and education will also undergo a sea change. You must have remembered in the previous lecture on information overload, we discussed that we are getting information from wider resources daily, from Facebook, WhatsApp, SMS, lot of websites, 24-hour news channels, and so on and so forth. So this information overload is creating a lot of waste in our lives. So how this waste is impacting our education, and how the waste is daily generated in our learning activities. So this topic is very relevant. And to start with, reduction of waste in learning, that is role of information and communication technologies in e-learning. E-learning we mean electronic learning. So let's discuss all of these concepts one by one. Waste is what? We all know that the definition of waste is an act of using or expending something carelessly, extravagantly, or to no purpose. This is a very standard definition of waste, and we are aware that in our daily lives we create waste. And you must be surprised to know that this 21st century has given us lot of methods in which waste is created daily. For example, a lot of pollution has taken place, a lot of information overload has taken place, which is creating waste, and this waste is learning. It is creating an impediment into the learning activities. The other definition is a misdirectional approach to accomplish a task, thus leading to a leakage in efforts. It simply means that our approach toward the education these days is slightly misdirectional, and it is leading to the another kind of waste, that is our efforts are leaking somewhere, and which is not a very good thing. If we come to the learning part, definition of learning, as we all know, is it is the acquisition of knowledge or skills through study, experience, or being taught. That whatever we get through study, our experience, or through the formal teaching, it is known as the learning. And the second definition is that it is a relatively lasting change in behavior that is the result of experience. Now, whatever we learn, it is the result of the experience, and it is a permanent change in our behavior. And the third definition, if we talk about it, is it belongs to the Harvard Business School psychologist Chris Argyris. He says that learning is a detection and correction of error, where an error means any mismatch between our intentions and what actually happens. So, in a nutshell, if we take a healthy combination of all these three definitions, it comes out to be like this, that we want to learn something, but there is a huge gap between our learning objectives and the methods of learning and the content. So, this whole scenario is creating a lot of waste in e-learning, and we need to reduce this. If we come to the definition part of the information and communication technologies, that is ICTs, then the basic definition of the ICTs is as given by Hicks, that ICTs mean electronics means of capturing, processing, storing and communicating information, usually in the digital form. So, if we take a broad view of this definition, then ICTs, you will find that our life these days in the 21st century is surrounded by the ICT applications. Virtually everything, right from your mobile phone to the high end computer, including your tablet, including your smartphone and other gadgets, they are part of the ICTs, that is information and communication technologies, and how they are related to the education and what kind of waste in learning we can reduce from ICTs, that we will discuss in the next part of our deliberation. And very interestingly, Hicks says that ICTs can not only process information, but they can convey that information precisely in the customized format. Now, you must have seen that computers earlier they were designed to calculate, but these days it is the computers are they are no longer used in calculations, but most of the computers are used in the communication form. Like we know that internet is a network of networks, so almost every computer around the world is connected to the internet somehow or the other. So, it is basically used in the communication, and this is the area where we can gain from the information and communication technologies and reduce the waste. Now, very quickly we will discuss the 3 M of waste management. These 3 M's, they are taken from the Japanese philosophy of industrial production. As you are all aware that Japanese technology and the efficiency, it is ruling the roost, and many theories they have emerged out of the Japanese culture. So, they have given the precise types of 3 types of wastes, and what are these? The first of all is the muda. Muda means literally, it literally means totally useless or waste. Now, in the educational terms, muda means that any effort which you have put to learn something and it comes out to be totally waste. This muda is daily generated in our village schools, where teachers normally they do not turn up, or the students they are regularly absent from the classes, and whatever is been taught in the classes physically face to face, it is not getting to its conclusion. So, nobody is benefiting. So, first is muda, which is totally waste. If we talk about the second waste, second form of waste, that is mura. Mura means unevenness, irregularity, inconsistent, that means waste referring to uneven resource utilization. Now, if we juxtapose this definition with the educational side, it comes that when the students study, then they are not regular in their studies, they are getting no kind of incentive in the education, and their educational performance is basically seasonal, it is not the same throughout the year. So, it is creating another kind of waste, and if the information and communication technologies are applied to these kind of waste, then something better can be done. And the last kind of waste is Muri. Muri means it's an unreasonable overburdening. That means waste due to the reduced output because of overloading and overburdening. Now, this Muri, in our previous lecture of information overload, we discussed that lot many information overload is there and it is creating a waste in our mind. So, education is also suffering in the same context. We are getting so many educational resources, open resources, traditional resources, and the things are not as much rosy as they used to be. So, let us discuss the different types of learning. First of all, the basic form of learning is introspection. Introspection means that when a pupil, when a student introspects, he or she sees inside his emotional feelings, and then as per the emotional feeling, he develops some attitude and takes a corrective action out of that. So, it is a basically spiritual form of learning that one is exposed to. The second one is the observation form. Observation means that whatever we learn, it is basically primarily based on observation. We learn through social osmosis by discussing with the people, by observing things around us and making some kind of opinion about that. So, observation research is very good form of research in the qualitative part of the research. And the third one is the experimental form of learning. This is the most scientific, and interestingly it is related to the ICTs also. In this experimental mode of learning, students learn by experimenting something. So, he or she have different kind of educational resources, and through experiments they get to learn what is the real thing. And as you see that information and communication technologies are precisely that. So, if we combine all these three kind of learning methods, then the third one, ICTs, we are more interested now, because research has also shown that the waste created daily in this learning process can be substantially reduced as far as information and communication technologies are concerned. So, here we start with some assumption. The assumption is that there is a huge gap in the skills imparted by traditional education and those required by the industry. This assumption is based on many research findings and policy documents of Government of India, that there is a huge skill gap what our traditional mode of education is imparting and what the modern new age information age industries they require. You must be aware that government has constituted the NSDC, National Skill Development Corporation, and the basic premise behind constituting this NSDC is nothing but this assumption only, that we are lacking on the skill part. Now, if we discuss the type of classes, then the first form of class is the traditional classroom, as we all know, that is synchronous. Synchronous means where the students and the teachers, they are sitting in front of each other, and the only method of communication is through organic technology. Organic technology means when the teacher speaks and the students listen and they interact. This is a very basic form of pedagogy, style of teaching and learning, and it is prevalent since ages in this country. But some new forms they have taken place, overtaken the traditional classroom now, and they are hybrid. Hybrid, as we know that it is asynchronous plus synchronous. It is a healthy combination of the traditional as well as the technology part. So, in asynchronous, teacher is not sitting before the students, rather he or she has created a video, a online lecture and presented to the students, and rest part of the lecture students are sitting in the class also. So, it is just like a healthy combination of the traditional and the ICTs. The next one is the flipped classes. Flipped classes is also totally synchronous with some element of asynchronity. Now, what the other flip classrooms? The basic idea is that a teacher does not teach in the first place. Teacher gives a educational lecture either in the form of CD or video to the student a day before the lecture, and the students, they watch this lecture in their house, and again when they come back to the school the next morning, they are already conversant with the idea, and now the teacher only has to just satisfy the queries of the students. He or she does not have to teach the subject from the scratch. So, this is the flip side, both things are involved. So, technology has made possible all these educational methodologies, and the last one is, which is the crux of the ICTs, that is MOOC, massively open online courses. In a short form, we can use the online classes also for the MOOC, and they are totally asynchronous, means there is virtually no interaction between the teacher and the student. Massively open online courses, this is the technology part, and as you can see that different type of classes, they are having relevance in the different context, but as far as this discussion in the lecture is concerned, so our main motive is to deliberate upon the MOOC, that is massively open online courses, and we will see how MOOC have created a lot of waste, reduction of waste in the e-learning process. As far as the definition of the MOOC is concerned, it is nothing but an online course aimed at large scale interactive participation and open access via the web. It is done through internet. In addition to traditional course materials such as videos, readings and problem sets, MOOCs provide interactive user forms that help build a community for the students, professors and TAs. TAs means teaching associates. MOOCs are a recent development in distance education. So, the salient features of this definition of the MOOC, they are put in the red, and you can say that these are the most important features of the MOOC, that is, it is online, it is conducted through net, it is a massive, it means that sometimes more than 3 lakh students, they can join a single course across the globe, and teacher does not have any problem in managing all the students, and lot many people participate, and they build a interactive web community, and in most of the cases typical learning takes place from peer to peer learning basis. That is, if 3 lakhs people, they are doing a particular kind of course on the MOOC, then if I know something, then I will share it on the public forum, and the person sitting in US or maybe in Canada, he or she can learn that, and vice versa. So, this is a kind of interactive platform. So, this is the future of the education that we were talking about, and it is only possible through the use of information and communication technologies. Here we are discussing some of the very good websites which are free of cost, and they are providing world class massively open online courses. The first one is Coursera, as you can see in the address bar. The site is coursera.org. It is an American based website, and it conducts MOOC in virtually all the languages, as you can see, and these are the courses. This is the start date and this is the duration, and if you scroll down the website, then you will see that you can choose the number of courses and the type of courses as per the discipline also, like it has for humanities, business management, food nutrition technology, language, literature, and so many. So, if you want to learn more about this, then click this and a course will be presented to you, and you can register, and the rest of the things will automatically take place. So, you see that they have a verification certificate also, verified certificate, which means that if you complete the course by giving all the assignments, and if you get a grade in the assignments beyond a certain percentage, then you will be issued the certificate also, and that certificate is verifiable. It means if you present that certificate to some employer or some agency, then this MOOC provider can verify that certificate for you, and you will get the benefit also. The next website is edx.org, as you can see in the address bar. edX is also a very reputed website, again America based. It is supported by so many world's top class universities like MIT, Harvard, Stanford, etc. Again, the basic architecture of the software that is known as the learning management system, LMS, that is the same for every website, and the thing is that you first register, which is free of cost, you do not have to pay even a single penny. Then you click on the particular course which is as per your desire, and then you again sign up for that, and you start taking the classes, and classes are basically in the video form with some literature kind of links given, and the literature is mostly it is free of cost, it is not paid in many cases. The third one is futurelearn.com. FutureLearn is also behaving on the in the same fashion. It is also having the same platform, except that number of courses are slightly different, and it is slightly more user friendly than the Coursera and edX. You can register and then sign in, the browse courses, and you will find the courses here, and it will show that it has just started, and you just click on that. Even in few of the websites you can start the course after starting also, that when it has started, and then you can again sign up, but in this case you will not get the certificate because you have already been late for the class. And this is nptel.ac.in. NPTEL is the Government of India's venture, like as you can see, it is a joint venture of the IITs and Indian Institute of Science. The recent news is that NPTEL lectures, they have been given prominence in the university and colleges lectures, and government has asked the UGC to use these lectures in the universities and colleges. As you can see that there is a ticker in the side that new courses are there. You can log on these courses, you can download some material, you can have the DVDs, and you can have the material in the hard disk. And NPTEL has also started the certification part of these courses. As you all know that certificates are very important part of education as far as Indian education scenario is concerned. So, they have taken care of this aspect also. Similarly, openculture.com is also there. In Open Culture you will get so many different courses, plus the positive point with this website is that it collects the information about all the open online courses happening free all over the internet, and it displays the same on its website here. Like if you click this link, then it is showing around 1100 free online courses. If you click this, then it will show the different courses which are being offered by different websites and the MOOC providers. So, if we learn this way, then you see our major part of the waste in learning is eliminated. That is, the very first problem of the students of this country is that they do not get the quality stuff, they do not know what is the place of getting the quality stuff. So, their first step is reduced, and after that they have to just sit and take a particular course, and if they complete that course with the required eligibility, they will get the certificate. So, the waste part is substantially reduced. The another very good website is udacity.com. Udacity, it basically offers courses in computer science, new technologies, beginners, intermediate and advanced. So, basically it is a limited kind of exposure as far as computer science are concerned. And this one is very interesting, that is Adrak. Adrak.org was started by Queen Rania of Jordan, and it started in around August 31st 2014. It is highly surprising that Middle East countries, they are embarking on the technological side of the education, and the beautiful part of this LMS, learning management system, is that Adrak is available in Arabic as well as in English. So, it is an appreciable part. So, if we conduct a word cloud analysis, word cloud means that if you collect the text of all the MOOC service providers, and if you analyze that text through the help of the software, then you will find these many prominent words in the text. Like you can see, MOOC is a very prominent word, university is prominent, course is the one, students, free, high, learning, launched, online, open, college, crowdsourced, Coursera, launched, school, learners. So, you can see that all of these keywords which are highlighted and which are prominent, they are very positive keywords, and these words, they immediately relate to the information and communication technology like openness, students, crowdsourcing, free, launched, MOOC. They are the part of the standard vocabulary of the information and communication technology education. So, let us come to the popularity part of the MOOC. MOOC, as we all know, that is massively open online courses. Why the MOOC is so popular? If you see, the New York Times dubbed 2012, that is right now it is 2015. So, we are talking 3 years back. In 2012, they declared that the year of MOOC, and it has since become one of the hottest topic in education. So, New York Times is a very respected publication, and if it is declaring a particular year as the year of MOOC, it means it carries some meaning. Again, Time magazine said that the free MOOCs open the door to the Ivy League for the masses. Ivy League simply means that world's top class universities, which are normally beyond the range of a common students. So, Time magazine also credits MOOC with that now the masses can get the door opened of these Ivy League universities. IIT Kharagpur with BITS Pilani is soon launching its own MOOC. So, this is an Indian context. Our HRD minister dubbed MOOC as next wave in education. it's interesting that this MOOC is now reflecting upon the quality also, so much so that the bill was presented in the Californian Senate to give college credit to the MOOC. As we all know that doing online courses to upgrade our skills, it's another thing, but getting the credit for the same on a paper is the totally different task. So, since the MOOC phenomena, it started in 2009 and now it has come to a maturity stage. So, people are asking for the benefits of the MOOC on the paper, that if they complete a particular online course from a respected website and he or she gets the certificate, then government authorities in India or in different countries, they should accept that certificate as a standard document, as a valid document which is recognized by the universities around the world. So, for this a bill was presented in the California Parliament, and we hope that throughout the world these issues would be addressed in another 2 to 3 years. As we already discussed, Jordan launched its own MOOC platform, Adrak, in 2014, and very few people know that BJP in their election manifesto promised to start online education, that is MOOC. When BJP government, which is in power right now, when they fought the election in 2013, then it was in their election manifesto that we would provide the education through massively open online courses to our students. Now, it's such a heartening finding that politics is also taking care of our learning activities, and they are also slowly recognizing the importance of online education, and taking inspiration from the MOOC wave, massively open online courses wave, which is running throughout the world. Our government is also soon starting SWAYAM. SWAYAM is an acronym which means Study Webs of Active Learning for Young Aspiring Minds. In a nutshell, it is an online platform of education. Now, SWAYAM in Hindi means himself or the herself. That the basic underlying philosophy, the philosophy underpinning this SWAYAM effort is that we should not be dependent on the outside MOOC providers from America or European countries. We should launch our own MOOCs. Indian teachers, they are supposed to come up with their own online courses which are related to the Indian conditions, and the students, by taking inspiration from the SWAYAM, they can complete the course and they can get the actual certification. And in this whole process, not even a single single amount of money is involved from the student side. And to realize this dream, 2014 Union Budget allocated 100 crores rupees for online learning and virtual classrooms. So, as you can see that whole amount of money is going into the online courses, and MOOC is also popular because connectivist theory emphasizes that the learning and knowledge emerge from a network of connections in this digital age. See, information and communication technologies in 21st century, they have given us one power, that we can connect through each other. So, when we discuss more on the connectivist approach of the theory, it means that a teacher is not the person who is alone knowledgeable. Students are also knowledgeable, right? When students connect with themselves and with the teachers, then a new learning ecosystem is created in which the knowledge flows back and forth, up and down, and on the horizontal pattern. So, this is the connectivist theory. That's why MOOC is so popular. The blended model may allow experts to reach a far larger audience and help student satisfaction level to increase. Oftenly the online courses, they are criticized for being too western education oriented with a little Indian context, but you will be surprised to know that recently FICCI has done a survey, and FICCI has come out with this finding that the blended model may allow experts to reach a far amount of audience, and student satisfaction can also increase. Blended form of learning is that it's not that online courses are panacea for everything and every problem can be solved by them, nor is the case with the traditional one. So it's on our judgment that whether we are to support a healthy mix of all that, or in some cases go for the online cases only, or in some few cases go for the traditional mode, right. So this is our own judgment, and large population out of the formal sector needs to be skilled. That's why MOOC is also popular, because large population of the formal sector, as you know that skills, they are required to be updated on every now and then. Formal sector doesn't have the time to get the skills updated by getting involved in the workshops and attending to some particular classes. For them, MOOC can be a very good alternative. And employability is a huge concern. It's not just for the first time graduates, but also on the continuing basis. It's often said that 80% of the Indian graduates, they are not employable. 90% of the Indian engineers graduates, they are not employable, and around 83% of the management graduates in this country, they don't have the skills to be employed. So given this kind of skill shortage scenario, MOOC is, it can be very popular for them. Language, communication and soft skills MOOCs can help certify large number of students who are unable to find jobs or unable to progress in their careers. Now this humanities part is the potential where things lie, that language and communication and soft skills part, large number of students can certify themselves with the help of the MOOC. And teacher education, MOOCs can help teachers meet their professional development needs, both pre-service and in-service. Various surveys, various research findings by international agencies, they have cast doubt on the quality of Indian teachers. Like if you go by the latest World Bank survey on the Indian teachers, so it is coming out with very gloomy pictures. So the FICCI report said that the teacher education before service and during the service, that can be greatly impacted by the MOOC. So that was that we discussed why what is the popularity of the MOOC. So we will deliberate why it is at all required. MOOCs offer a way to gain skills not taught in the formal sectors, demonstrate them to the potential employers and stay abreast of the developments at workplace. As we all know that formal sector, that is the traditional classroom learning, it doesn't impart you that much skills. So given the kind of scenario that we have created industry specific MOOCs, massively open online courses, and our employers, they are employers of the students, if they take that MOOC successfully and then they can demonstrate this skill to the prospective employer, so that they can contribute a lot in the national development. Another factor is that rising educational costs and declining grants. That is also a very good, very great area of concern where we need the MOOC, because declining grants, they are not the part of India only. All the institutions of higher education across the globe, they are undergoing this kind of problem, and some analysts research scholars, they also argue that this massively open online courses, they are they have been designed by the Western societies because they know that henceforth educational funding is going to decline, and then we need to find some way out to reach to our students. So anyhow, whatever the reason behind the discovery of the MOOC, let us discuss ways to benefit from it. And the next one is growing asynchronous mode of life vis-a-vis synchronous mode. As we discussed that we are now not living in an age where we can meet people daily. We cannot meet our teachers daily in the classrooms. There are a lot many issues, and asynchronous mode of the interaction is taking place. Like we are sitting at some different place and we are still connected to the teacher with the help of the technology through YouTube, through Facebook, academic Facebook, or whatever be the technologies. So this is the asynchronous form of connection between the teacher and the students, and as we all know that it is going to increase only, right? So let us benefit from it, and this part also shows that why MOOC are required for our country. The next argument is that availability of the best brains of the subjects from top-notch universities are available through MOOCs only. If you go to the websites and browse through different courses, and you sign up for a particular course and then just go to the teachers section where you will find the people, teachers from different top-notch universities, they are teaching you that course, like top brains from corpus linguistics, top brains from computer science, and top brains from physics. They are teaching you a particular online course, and that is totally free. You may not get to even see these people physically in your real life, but they are teaching you, and they are available during the course, and they reply your actual mails and the questions. India has more than 150 crores minds aging between 18 to 23 years. It means, this is a slight mistake, India has more than 150 million, which comes out to be around 15 crores of the people which are aged between 18 to 23. Now see, we don't have the resources and the teachers to reach these kind of students, and with the declining cost of the technology, MOOC is the only alternative to teach these people, because sociologists, they widely agree on this thing, that if we have to take benefit of this young population, then we have to give them some skill, we have to make them employable. Otherwise, if we miss the bus, then this population will be engaged in some antisocial activities, because they have ultimately, they have to earn something, they have to make their both ends meet at the end of the day, and if they don't have the skill, then they will not be able to contribute. So this is also a very good argument that we need a MOOC for this. The best part is that MOOC is totally free of cost. Yeah, you don't have to pay a single penny for massively open online courses. You see, whenever you take any admission in an institution, then you have to fill up the fees, which is at least 15 to 20,000 rupees per year. But for the massively open online courses, you don't have to pay a single penny. You can sign up for as many courses as you want. And the best part is that lectures are available even in archives also. Suppose you get signed up for a course, you are not able to complete it, but after 2-3 months, when the course is over, then you can again do that course in order to raise your skills. And MOOC is awarding certificates of completion to the students, because as discussed earlier, in India we need a certification on the paper, and the MOOC is going to provide you that. Large number of graduates from Indian colleges and universities lack skills for employability. Now this skills framework is coming again and again, that India is a skill shortage country, and it is the result of so many findings of so many research, policy, documents, reports, etc. from the government, that we are lacking on the skill part. This skill shortage can be widely addressed through the MOOC. And teacher-student ratio of 1.15 for social sciences at PG level and 1.30 at UG level. This is the teacher-student ratio prescribed by the UGC, whereas the actual pupil to teacher ratio is 25.6, which simply means that there is one teacher on every 25.6 students, which is very less as compared to the ideal standard as prescribed by the UGC. So, this difference in the strength, it can only be worked out through the MOOC. That is, if we teach them through the massively open online courses at their own convenience, they can learn something. If you see the Ministry of HRD report on higher education 2014, then it says that gross enrollment ratio in India is 20.4 at PG level, which is much below the developed countries, and that is why Indian education system is attacked from so many quarters, that our gross enrollment ratio is very less, because the students are facing many socio-cultural restrictions. They are not able to travel, they are not able to fill up the fees, they are not able to find knowledge about a course, they are not properly informed also for so many reasons. But as far as MOOCs are concerned, so these online courses, they do not need anything, they just you just have to sign up with the website, and the website itself will contact you in the future courses, that if it is going to launch new courses, it will immediately send you an email that look, we are starting our new week, these many courses, as per your own convenience and as per your own choice, you can sign up for the new courses. And as we all know, distance education is very important these days, because nobody has got the time to formally sit in the class and study. So, distance enrollment constitutes 12.5% of the total enrollment in the higher education, of which around 40% are female students. So, you can see that major part of the distance education is done by the female students, and again Indian society is a very fragmented society in which it is said that the females, they always get a raw deal. So, as you can see, the here open online courses, massively open online courses, they are they carry a big promise as far as female education is concerned, and this is the mother of all the arguments, that is shortage of 3.5 lakhs teachers till 2014. Till date, we are having a shortage of 3.5 lakhs teachers in India, and another 13 lakhs shortage would be there in coming 8 to 10 years. Now, if we train teachers, then we are not going to get the qualities, because the gestation period is so long and the expected result will not come out as is the experience with the earlier efforts. So, a MOOC can immediately supplement this problem, that you do not need the teachers for that, you need teacher for developing that MOOC only, and after that it is free and n number of students can take till the skill is valid. Now, education is free to innovate and collaborate in the real time, because see, innovation and collaboration, these are the two keywords which are attached to the new age of education, and these two keywords, they are happily missing in the other traditional form of classrooms, and innovation and collaboration is the need of the hour, because without that the new learning cannot take place. So, massively open online courses, they are potential as far as this is concerned. Quality content through online lectures, discussions, downloads, and assessment quizzes is provided. As you can see, whole gamut of the information, whole gamut of the characteristics related to the online education, they are being provided through online courses. This form of interactivity and getting students engaged is may not be possible in the other traditional form of learning, and there is a very less time in educational skill conception and delivery. Like in the traditional classrooms, we design courses and then we have to cross so many hurdles, academic hurdles, to formally teach those courses to the students. But as far as massively open online courses are concerned, you just conceive a particular program and you are free to immediately launch that course within no time. So the phrase of conception and delivery, the time is very less, and it's a pull approach from the students rather than a push one, where a student can choose from wider choice of the courses. In today's scenario, most of the educational endeavors, they are forced on the students, that is a push technology. But massively open online courses, they are the pull technology. Student pulls the required number of skills in the form of courses from the website, and there is a very thin boundary between teachers and learner. A learner can also become teacher and a vice versa. So it creates a healthy ecosystem, and it has diminished the difference between content producer and content consumer. We are not the consumer of the information anymore, we are the content provider also. So when everybody comes on an equal footing, teacher and the students, they are on an equal footing, everybody is the creator, everybody is the consumer. So a new energy flows in the system, and it is said that teacher is not a sage on the stage, teacher is a friend, teacher is a guide. Earlier education doesn't equate teacher with the students, but this massively open online course concept, it precisely does the same thing.
With this note, thank you so very much, sir. As we could predict from the lecture itself, that although the lecture has too much to give us, now the question arises when we talk about especially the online courses, and when we talk about the rural education also. But before replacing all these two terms together, I would place another term that we used to use sometimes, that is of a digital divide. Could you believe so that with the help of these online courses, we could reach the rural students, could we cater to the needs of the rural education?
Yeah, exactly. You see, digital divide is there, it is going to stay, because India is a huge country, and these piecemeal efforts, these small efforts of the government, they are actually in the direction of bridging this digital divide. Like in the absence of any technological efforts in our rural classrooms, a scenario is that a lecture is recorded and it is played there in the classroom, and the students, with the help of the teachers, they can ask the questions, and teachers are also empowered to answer the questions. So all these MOOC phenomena, massively open line courses phenomena, it is basically directed towards bridging the digital divide and other forms of divide which are already in the rural society, like the difference between the male and females, difference between majority and the minority students, economically backward students and the economically sound people. So these technological efforts, they are behavior neutral. Unlike human beings, they treat every person in a different manner depending upon the social and cultural orientation of the student, right? So these technologies, they are behavior neutral, they will teach the same thing to you, to me, and every rural folk, right? So digital divide is going to decrease by using these kind of efforts rather than it is going to increase.
Now also the question arises when we're talking about specifically for the learning, what should be the action plan for the students? What is that line through which the students should move forward while going for the online or this e-learning content?
Yeah. As far as action plan of a student is concerned, so there are thousands of online courses, and some of them are parallel courses also, like Coursera is launching a course on the soft skills, and simultaneously Stanford Online is also launching similar programs. So I would advise the students on two fronts, that first they should register on a famous MOOC service provider website, and then they should do at least one course in 6 months, which relates to the hard skill of the student. Hard skills means related to the subject. If you are a student of computer science, then just go and do a course on the computer science in 6 months. And you are advised to do one more course related to the interdisciplinary subject, like social network analysis. This is partly your hard skill, and majorly it is a soft skill. So in this way, your action plan is focused, that you are not signing up for too many online courses, and ultimately you are getting confused, you are not getting the right kind of skill. So keep your thinking focused. At least do 2 massively open online courses in 6 months, and they should be from hard skills and the soft skills, and keep visiting those skills, keep again updating those skills in the next course. I think that can solve the problem.
Exactly, that can solve the problem, as well as with the help of the lectures also, that is with the help of the EduSet lectures, we try to give some input to you so that your overall personality could be changed. Now there is a question also that when we are talking about, or we are motivating the students with the help of this EduSet platform, how to change the students or the teachers' mindset that they should opt for the e-learning.
Yeah, it's a oftenly discussed question that students and teachers, they are not ready to change their behavior because the job is secured. So I mean, a sense of complacency is inside them. But we must understand the research from the neurophysics. Neurophysics says that if you start learning a particular thing, a new thing, if that thing is totally unrelated to whatever you are doing earlier, then your brain pattern changes accordingly. It means new connections between the neurons, they are formed, and earlier connections, they are either they are reduced, or they are temporarily masked. So teachers and the students, they don't need to worry at all. New connection in the brain will be formed automatically, because it is the brain functioning. So I think they should not need to worry, just develop do a particular kind of course and see the results.
And every individual who wishes to upgrade his personality, some people used to do lots of courses so that they could upgrade their in their respective areas, whether it's academics or something else. As you have yourself done 36 online courses, do you feel so doing such type of courses helps you a lot? Because we have very less time left, so we would like you to sum it up.
Yeah, it is a widely known fact that you are hired for your hard skills and fired for your soft skills. So that's why hard skills are important, but soft skills are more important. So if you have done so many courses, then it means your soft skills, they have increased, and if you are having a say in the soft skills, then ultimately the employer will take care of you. You don't need to worry, just focus on the skill development as far as massively open online courses are concerned.
Your statements are in itself, we could say that, are good example of what you taught in this lecture. Thank you, Dr. Arya. Thank you so very much. You were with us, and throughout the lecture you helped us to reach to the new paradigm, and I hope that in future lectures also we would be studying and getting deep insight into the various topics. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.